Again, this is another athlete that came to the team 4.5 years ago. She's an athlete that kind of reminds me of myself in her competitive spirit. I always thought of myself as a very competitive person, and she reminds me of that, whether it's just behind the blocks being ready for competition. She's always ready to go. She's always giving her best effort, 100% all the way. The only athlete in the history of my coaching in 23 years who on the first time of coaching her at a swim meet actually kind of scared me with her ritual of yelling before her event. And I happened to be a little too close, and she yelled her patented, and she'll probably tell you what her patented saying is, but she yelled that and I kind of got startled for a second. But she's another one of our Ivy Leaguers. Helen Wojdylo. It's taken me 4 years to get her name right. If you look on the program, you'll know why. And she's going to be attending Columbia University.
So I actually have one slight confession to make. For the past 18 years, my dad has been playing a joke on us. Our last name is not actually Wojdylo. It's Jen Chistikevich. But he thought that'd be too hard to say. I'm just kidding. My name is Helen Wojdylo, but you may know me as Helen Wojdylo, or Helen Wojdylo, or just Helen. I first joined CSP my freshman year of high school, and I can clearly remember being terrified. I came from a team of 8 people on a good day, so 30 new faces in just one group was intimidating. These people weren't total strangers to me, of course. Lydia Welty and I swam every breaststroke race together. Sarah Finley was the fastest backstroker in Ozark, and Lexi Daniels was a force to be reckoned with in the distance freestyle. But I didn't really know any of them. All I knew was there were all these incredibly fast athletes in just one group, people that had always been my toughest competition, and I now had to race against them every single day. I was convinced they were going to murder me every set. But on my first day of practice, a girl named Sam Crocker came up to me, sat down next to me, and said, "You're new. Welcome. We're going to be friends." That moment perfectly sums up CSP. We are teammates, friends, and family. The only other thing I remember about that practice was the 6 800s freestyle we did, but that's a different matter altogether. The next 4 years passed in a blur until the moment I sat down to write this speech. All these memories came flooding back in crystal clear detail, and it made me realize how much I owe this team. And for all that, all I can say is thank you. To my teammates, you guys are what truly made this a memorable and wonderful experience. I will forever remember laughing and smiling behind the blocks at every swim meet, singing and dancing behind the blocks at sectionals, dragging lane ropes across Maplewood every day, rain or shine, and even playing ultimate frisbee or soccer at the end of the season, even though we're the most uncoordinated land creatures you will ever meet. Specifically, I want to thank Michaela for proving time and time again that nothing can keep you down if you work and fight for it, and for pushing me in every single sprint race I do and every single relay we're together. I want to thank my original Lane 5 girls, Bridget, Evie, and Lexi. We pushed each other through the period of time where all they believed we should do was 500 free pace training. Thank you to my breaststroke family. We all drown together every time we do 200 breaststroke on the same interval as the backstrokers, but I guess that's better than doing the actual backstroke practice. Thanks to Colin for being there every warm-up and helping me double-check my counting, and then for making fun of me when I hit myself at practice, and then proceeding to do the same thing to himself. Thank you to Matt for showing me my race schedule could be a whole lot worse, for being a sarcastic nerd and one of my best friends. Thank you, Melissa, for being awkward with me in practice, for showing me the fun side of sprinting and fly occasionally, for supporting me no matter how far-fetched my ideas are. Thank you to everyone for being my swim family these past 4 years. My best friends are on this team, and I am so sad to go. Of course, you can't have a swim team without a few coaches. To Mark, you were never actually my coach, but I owe you a special thanks since the summer before I joined. At Zones, you essentially adopted me onto the team, and the girls and I dabbled everything we could get our hands on, and you made it one of my favorite meets I have ever attended. Since then, you have been someone to help me laugh at every swim meet and help me not take myself so seriously. To Ian, you just became one of my coaches, and I cannot thank you enough for introducing stations to us. Like, we all thank you for that, as you can see. You have given me a new perspective on all my strokes, turns, and races, and your voice has been added to the ones in my head, reminding me of all the things I need to remember. To Chris, I want to thank you for being the best spring coach, even though I'm never in your lane, over the past 4 years. Your Professor Swimmer speeches will always have a special place in my heart, along with your slightly disproportionate athletes that you draw on the board. You are one of the snarkiest, wittiest, and truly funny people I know, and you always make me laugh at practices and meets. Thanks for always harping on me about my turns and finishes. I swear some of it stuck. I especially want to thank you for making my breaststroke what it is today. You gave me the drill that I now ritually do every warm-up to get my breaststroke moving forward, and I thank you so much for that. To Dave, there are not enough thank yous I can say. You have given your whole self into this group, and I truly appreciate that. Every practice you write, I know, no matter how hard it is, I know it's made to help us be the best we can be, even the kick sets. I know it's hard to watch me kick most days, but you always push me through it. You have helped me realize how to actually swim a mid-distance event and to always go out aggressive in every race I swim. You always had faith in me, even at the sectionals relay 6 weeks after surgery. You have taught me that I am not done learning how to swim. That lesson never ends, and I thank you for making me the athlete I am today. Finally, I want to thank my parents. Mom, you have been there since the very beginning. You were the one that got me into this sport. You believed in me then, and you will always believe in me. Thank you for being my greatest cheerleader and being the best mom in the whole world. Dad, you have inspired me to swim every race to win, no matter who it is I'm racing. You always know my best times, you always know my competitors' best time. Thanks for understanding how I like to be motivated and being the best dad in the world. Thank you to both of you guys for driving me to every meet and every practice, morning or evening, and for sacrificing so much of your own lives to help me do this. I love you both. Thank you to my sister. She doesn't actually swim, but she acts for me, and I know how hard it is to deal with listening to swimming every single day at home. So thank you for dealing with that. So even though I am leaving in the fall, this team will always be with me. My name is Helen Wojdylo, and I will always be a proud CSB Tide Rider.